Love is such a hard thing to understand and feel. What might seem like love at first could end up as being an exploit, or just pure emotions of lust and nothing more. It is such a hard feeling to explain and understand. And that is why for today we made you this list of the top 10 romance anime that have their characters confused when it comes to love. So, before we start, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and press on that bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our latest new videos, and it comes without saying, beware of the following spoilers. Coming in at number 10 is School Days. This is not your typical school life anime. So rule number 1, do not be fooled by the title, and especially do not be fooled by how cute these girls look. Rule number 2, the main character in the show is going to be the worst and most hated character you have ever seen. I don't care if you get off on these types of things, or even like NTR, this guy is a dirty piece of whoop-ass shit, and you will hate him, and hope to God that something terrible happens to him. I'm not saying this lightly. I don't normally have a lot of ill will towards things, but oh my god. It all starts off light and cute with a bashful guy unable to approach his crush. His classmate sees the picture of the girl on his phone and decides to help him get with her even though she has feelings for him too. This isn't your typical three-way love triangle. This main character is a addict, and a sociopath that enjoys trampling on every girl he meets in the series. Things go dark real fast in the series, however, and though it was somewhat predictable throughout the show, we saw it 100 miles away. I gotta admit that seeing it happen was actually kinda satisfying, and since it's adapted from a light visual novel, you can already make it out that this is one of many endings. A bad one. While the kinda good ending is in the OVA episode, so go ahead and check it out for yourself. Coming in at number 9 is Domestic Girlfriend. Talk about the worst luck ever. I bet even if that guy played the lottery for 1,000 years, he would still lose every single time. You see, he has such bad luck that the girl he is in love with is his teacher, and the girl he had a one-night stand with is her sister. And he didn't even know that. Adding insult to injury, and as the cherry on top, his father is remarrying the mother of these two women. I swear, even if I wanted to, I couldn't complicate things more than they already are. Reaching their wits, and the main character and the teacher end up on the beach where he admits his feelings to her. What does she do then? She asks him to go into the ocean with her and commit a double suicide. She saw that such a relationship would be disastrous at best, and they would lose everything. She would lose her job as a teacher for being with a student, as well as lose all credibility she ever had in the community, while he will probably be disowned and thrown out of the house. However, she later comes to regret her decision as her feelings for him keep on growing at an exponential rate to the point she is unable to hide it anymore. This is a type of forbidden love anime and all the difficulties and obstacles that come with such love and relation for both parties. Coming in at number 8 is Kodomo no JIKAN. Officer, that's him. That's him right there. That's the one you're looking for. That's what I would have wanted to say about the show, but the thing is, even though it has the Lolita theme to it, and a lot of censored and uncensored ecchi scenes, that's not all there is to it. The show actually has depth, and no matter how hard you try to deny it, the characters, even though they are children, prove that they can think somewhat reasonably and some of their actions are actually justified in a way. These children are somewhat mature, portrayed by their actions, and even though most of what Rin puts her sensei through is unacceptable and especially unjustified, in the bigger picture frame it actually makes sense in a way. If you want to watch the show only for the lolly theme and ecchi scenes, well then I'm going to tell you this. You're already missing a lot on the deep stuff in the show. Coming in at number 7 is Happy Sugar Life. This is a seriously messed up psychological anime that is just too damn dark at heart, but seems to be giddy and cheerful on the surface. Everyone in the show, main character included, is a deranged psychopath, each in his own messed up way. Sato, for example, is a yandere that is living her happy sugar life with a little girl named Shio in an apartment together where they bathe, sleep, and live together while convincing the rest of the world that she lives with her aunt. If you look at it from another perspective, you will find that Sato kidnapped a girl and is making her live with her. What contradicts this concept though is the fact that Shio is so docile and is in minor circumstances like a good little puppy. Yes, I said it, She acts like a freaking pet with no depth or personality, and somehow she seems to always be happy and cheerful as long as Sato plays with her, takes care of her, and bathes her, and even sleeps with her. This show has a very deep underlying dark tone that could be humorous at times, but is still pretty messed up. So exercise caution when watching it, cause it might just mess you up. Coming on number 6 is Sing Yesterday for Me. I gotta say, the show is kind of appealing in a way, even though it's somewhat depressing and melancholic. With a deeply dark look at life, but the thing is, this show would have worked better if the main characters weren't some freaking adults and were actual teens. Like, the issues they are having trouble with are stuff that teens suffer from. Like, these stuff and problems should already be stuff that adults are growing adults at least have already resolved and carried on with their life. The main character is just a man-child that enjoys being depressed and doesn't want to change his outlook of life at all, because he thinks that the only way for him to be able to do so is with the help of a girlfriend. Enter his college classmate who came back to town and his longtime standing crush. Spoiler alert, she friend-zones him, and then there is the second female lead, the high school dropout who likes the main character and is ready to do anything for him. It's a lot of drama and romance in the mix too, as these three go through the trials and tribulations of becoming true adults and understanding their true emotions. Coming in at number 5 is SCUM'S Wish. If you are looking for some wholesome love romance show, then I got just what you're looking for. Go to Mal and look up for some romance category anime, because this one is the furthest from anything you can even remotely call a romance. The whole premise of the show is just people trying to fill an emptiness in their heart by being either rejected or having unreciprocated emotions towards someone. So, what do they do instead? They go down a self-destructive path and have sexual activities with the first guy or girl they meet. Don't believe me? I'll give you the show rundown in just one sentence. Hanabi loves Kanai, her childhood friend and homeroom teacher. Mugi loves Akane, his music teacher. But Hanabi and Mugi are together in order to ease their loneliness, with sexual and emotional intimacy, and Akane and Kanai are together. Mocha, the self-proclaimed princess, loves Mugi, and Etchan, Sanae, her supposed best friend, loves Hanabi and forces her to have lesbian with her, and now Hanabi is starting to fall for Mugi. They're all messed up in their own way and trying to make their nonsensical choices make any sense, and it ruined the whole thing. It still has a lot of good points to discuss, however, and the only way to know if this show is your type is to try and give it a watch. Coming in at number 4 is True Tears. This is one hell of an emotional roller coaster, to say the least. It will also have you questioning the reason of existence in this world just for the sake of watching this freaking idiot main character ruin everything he touches. His idealistic style of life is anything but. He is in love with his adoptive sister, whom he thinks is his sibling thanks to some drama started by his mother, and later on dates Noe, another girl in his school that seems to curse other students. His condition to date her is for her brother to date Hiromi, shoving them in a fake kind of drama relation romance thing. Over the course of the show, you can clearly see the idiot main character making the wrong choices at every turn, ruining everyone else's life in the process. I'll refrain from spilling the ending for you, but the drama in the show is just top-notch if you enjoy such themes. Coming in at number 3 is White Album 2. Nothing better than music to help people from different ideologies and backgrounds communicate and learn to work together, just like the gears of a clock. Haruki is a guitarist putting his heart and soul into practicing White Album, until he hears an entrancing voice and the most soothing piano melody he has ever witnessed. And this is how it all begins. Haruki is one of those guys that sets an aim in his mind and will do anything to reach it and achieve his goals, no matter how long it takes him to achieve it. And the music in the show is just phenomenal. I don't believe you need any more reasons to watch and check out the show. Coming in at number 2 is KAZE. KAZE is one of the few shows that was actually prepared to dive into the taboo subjects, and actually be serious and as realistic as possible about it. This taboo being incest with a large age gap on top of it too. The two characters are just suffering all the time with their emotions for one another, and they know for a fact that such a relation would only end in mutual destruction. Their love for each other, though, brother and sister, is genuine and true in all its forms. And for once an anime actually addressed such a taboo issue without the need to be appealing to some fetish and with no ludicrous fan service or romance cliche and tropes. It is a sad story of love that could never be. If anything, it's a sad, realistic story that could happen to anyone, which, in turn, adds to the show's charm and realism. And number 1 goes to DANSEUR. This is quite a straightforward show. No drama, no planning behind the scenes, no bullshit like that. However, there is the love triangle present, and technically it's not a love triangle, more like each character relies on the other to guide them and help them get out of their own shell and be who they meant to be. The show is mostly about dancing, following your passion and dreams. If you like such themes and enjoy ballet performances, then this show is definitely for you. However, if you are here for drama and romance and the likes, then you have the wrong address, buddy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I had fun making it for you. I would appreciate it if you guys would smash that like button, subscribe, comment, and press on that bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our latest new videos and upcoming projects. And if you have any other cool ideas for our upcoming videos, don't be shy. Share them with us in the comments down below. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.